Andre?
Ryan.
I'm operating at full Monday speed right now.
It's really true.
I'm a solid 8 seconds behind on getting this tweet out.
You came in with strong Monday vibes.
Yeah.
Quick Polsky. And Allie, you can participate in this quick a la carte.
Anyone can participate in this?
No, our esteemed producer and my esteemed co-host are the only people more appalling. Your Monday vibes coming in to the set today, or every second of my behavior Sunday morning on the tailgate.
Sunday morning on the tailgate, 100%.
Yeah, you were insufferable yesterday.
I felt we were off week one, and I, as all great players do, I said, all right, you guys want me to carry the load? I'll carry the load, and I'm not proud of my behavior.
Let's say you spilled the load.
I'm not proud of my behavior. Yeah, I spilled the load a little bit. But an entertaining show nonetheless.
Yes.
The people loved it.
Yeah,
the people on the show.
They needed it.
A little frustrated.
You're kind of like a little circus clown,
Yeah.
I will say that
you're the bad boy of the tailgate, but circus clown.
You're kind of like you're like the seal at the zoo, Everyone loves when the seal puts the ball on its nose,
right.
100 times out of 100, the crowd goes crazy.
The rest of the circus workers, though, are like, boy, that seal's a real pain.
This comment really speaks to what the vibes were yesterday. Someone commented and goes, oh, my God, I forgot. Where's Dr. Alberto? That was the vibes that you were giving, where you reminded someone about that segment. Zach here says Sunday morning vibes were preferred.
You don't understand, Zach.
Yeah, no, I don't make it sometimes I find this need to lean into this crazy persona or potential bipolarism I'm suffering from.
Honestly,
one or the other. And
the beginning of the show, though, the walk, that was fantastic. The Teddy walk.
Yes, the Teddy walk.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Massive shout out to Lucia, because really, as soon as she got there, you became way more chill.
Yeah, she chills me out.
She's so cute. And Kate.
Adorable.
Shout out to both Kate the women in Andre's life.
Yeah, my girls, they keep me in. They're all I've got. Yeah.
Okay. How was your betting weekend?
What a roller coaster ride.
That's exactly what mine was like.
All the homies are saying it was a roller coaster.
The streets?
The streets, yeah.
They're putting Elitch's back in business. It was such a roller coaster.
That's crazy. Now, that is crazy. You would have to pay me to go to Elitch's.
For some reason, Allie was asking me about roller coasters last night. Do you like roller coasters?
No.
Do you don't like roller coasters? Do you like the act of being on a roller coaster? Because what I find is I don't like going to the place, but the actual roller coaster is fun.
Yeah, so funsy new roller coaster that's comfortable. I can't do the lakeside like you're strapped in and you're just being yanked every which way and you don't know if we're gonna go off the tracks any second. Exactly. That I despise. Nice newer roller coaster, new rides with no lines. Mm-hmm. I'm either going with a handicapped friend, I'm going midweek at an off hour where there are no lines. Whatever it takes. Maybe I've got a young child, an elderly whatever it takes.
If you bring crutches in front of the line every time.
See, there you go.
That is not something to encourage or even suggest.
I look out for the homies that watch this show.
I think supporting the roller coaster industry, no matter how you do it.
I know you do.
There's
the reason I haven't thrown them away, just in case I go to Elitch's for the first time in the last 15 years.
Exactly.
So my last day, this will be the last thing we say about roller coasters. My last day of senior year of high school, the senior field trip was at Elitch's. We were there for 8 hours.
It's a long drive from Boulder.
I went on 3 rides.
Yeah.
And that was it. I said I'm never coming back here, and literally I have not been back there since then.
I'd rather take a plane to international travel, just round trip to go back home, than do that. 8 hours for 3 rides.
I thought you were gonna say I'd rather take a plane into international waters and drive it into the sea.
That would have been where I would have gone Sunday morning. So just to tell you how we
passed it on to me.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, I was up huge Saturday, down huge Sunday morning.
Uh-huh.
Bounced all the way back Sunday evening and leveled out on Sunday night.
I don't know what it is. There is nothing more treacherous than the 11 a.m. Mountain slate on the NFL. I always think I love a million
I went 6-1 on that last week. But
yeah,
this week
that was the rare.
Like 0-6.
Anytime I make picks now, I try to like look at what time it is and remind myself if it's an 11 game, expect some wacky stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to the Broncos. They covered their spread.
That was a good one.
Zach here in the comments said he went 2 of 10 on Friday, Saturday with CFB, then followed it up with a 28-15 day on Sunday.
How did he put down 40 some odd bets?
He was trying to make
43 bets on Sunday.
He's trying to make up for his 2-1.
Dre, 43 bets on Sunday.
That's a lot. We'll have to chat about.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever made more than 10. Well, in a Sunday, maybe 15.
Yeah, I mean, there was a Saturday last year where I had to quarantine and 20 easy, and then I lost it all chasing my tail.
Betting.
Important lesson.
Betting out of boredom. Ooh, dangerous place to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, anyways, let's jump into today's big three.
Let's do it.
This is honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm almost exactly where I started the weekend. Monday counts as the weekend in betting. Well, at least during football season. So this is going to sway one way or the other. I've got 3 Monday Night Football picks. I assume yours the same?
Very similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Well, of course he doesn't have a big 3. He has a big 55, like always.
I went poo-poo platter style.
Can we cut the part where he just said, I went poo-poo?
Legit, what happened, isn't it?
Okay,
Send that to Lucia. She'll get a kick out of it.
So let's do Ryan since Andre has multiple.
All right. Yes. We'll start with 3. Aaron Rodgers over on passing yards, 282.5.
Love it.
This is overreaction city.
Yes.
Just on
Thank you.
Like, are we forgetting who they're playing?
So crazy, man.
They're playing the Lions.
So crazy.
Or the Detroit Lions. Did you see that TikTok?
No.
Andre would get a real kick out of that. I gotta show it to you.
We gotta show you that one.
You guys gotta send me the good TikToks.
There's this girl. I don't really know how to explain her brand, but it's hilarious. She like purposefully acts stupid to try and make people dunk on her in her own comments. But now she's blown up so big that like everyone knows the shtick. But when she first started, it was amazing because she would do like really dumb stuff, and then people would just be mean to her in the comments. They were just the egg was on their face.
Right.
Do you think Eric would like it?
Fan vote.
Because it's based on graphic design.
Yeah, I think he'd get a kick out of it.
Oh, okay, we'll see.
We'll
Sounds
see after
like
the
we've
show.
got some TikToks
I think he'll be like,
to watch after
she called them the
one.
Detroit Lions when she was rebranding them.
Nice.
And I liked it. Anyways, Aaron Rodgers is going to throw for a lot of yards tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of yards. So 282.5 at minus 115. They've got over 300 at plus 125 in the specials category. I just don't think it's enough value to give it up.
I know. I'd like more juice.
If it was 150, count me in.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers' longest completion over 38.5. This could hit on the first play of the game.
Oh, sure.
Or like it did for me in last Thursday Night Football, it could hit on the one of the last plays of the game, which is one of those things that you only need one. You know?
Right.
And then Packers over 6.5 points in the first quarter, minus 170. Look, it's a script team. So
Need to say more.
They're going to script one up.
Got a scripter up. Love that I see no totals, no spreads in here. Not taking any cheese, this guy.
No. By the way, do you know what your record was from Friday's show? I don't even remember what my picks were.
It's like
Well, you go. Well, you give out your 20 picks or whatever. I'll
4-2 in it left and right. Okay. I only gave out 2 valid picks on Friday because one was my Aaron Rodgers over passing yards. I pulled a Ryan there. I gave out a Monday Night Football pick on Friday. We just don't do that. So there's the repeat, but obviously I got to give you some bonuses.
This is your nickname for him, right? It wasn't just a spelling error.
Raj.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's mixing together.
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't change it because I knew I would get criticized if it was a nickname. So I just let it be.
It's Aaron with a G at the end.
Right, but
phenomenal.
What you're doing is combining A-Rod
Yeah.
with Aaron.
Yeah.
with Rogers. Yes, with Rogers.
To me,
so A-Rod.
To me, A-Rod is Alex Rodriguez, and we can't just reappropriate that.
Isn't he canceled?
No.
Still, a nickname 6.
No, I don't think so.
Still.
But J-Lo dumped his ass, and he is not doing well. So
Dre,
that's what's happening.
But he might have had so you're saying J-Lo dumping him a bit of a comeback. I think Ben Affleck is playing heavily into that.
Ben Affleck and J-Lo are together. It's like the early 2000s again.
I love those picks. But Ryan, specific canceled or not, we're not reusing nicknames like OJ.
Right.
Once you're canceled, and the nickname gets canceled with you.
That's true.
So A-Raj, not Rod. Right. I hate that. I
can't wear it. Like,
I'm really sorry. Should we get back to the picks?
Hold on.
No,
what do you think?
Show note here.
What do you think happens? Like, have you ever been in a fantasy league where you're not drafting online?
In person with other people.
No, I mean but you're drafting you got to go up on the board and put your pick.
Never involved in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in that, if you drafted someone that had already been drafted, you had to shotgun a beard.
That's classic.
You still don't know where this is going because you have committed a sin.
What?
You gave out. Wait, let's see your big three.
No,
you gave out Aaron Rodgers passing yards on Friday.
Yeah, I said that 5 minutes ago.
That you picked the same player twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already addressed this.
I've addressed this. By the way, over the weekend the number was 278. This morning it was 282. Now it's 284. And I'm in on the buying it up to 300. I'm in on that, Ryan, even if you're scared.
Now you've given out the same pick 3 times.
Exactly. Then I'm all over the Lions over 17.5. Don't overreact. The Lions will still put up points, and we forget the Packers secondary was truly atrocious a year ago. It's Jair Alexander and a bunch of incompetent guys outside of that. Though I do like Savage. And then Jared Goff. Jared Goff is going to give you a lot of passing yards this year, Ryan. It's going to be mostly garbage
Who's he throwing to? Trinity Benson?
Good old Trinity, huh? DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
TJ Hawkinson.
Not to be confused with TJ Houshmandzadeh.
There's no leftovers between. I know Galladay left, but Marvin Jones isn't still there.
Marvin Jones literally played the Broncos yesterday.
Oh, well, epic performance.
He actually did have a touchdown, so.
How about that Tim Patrick, huh? Getting everyone's shots.
Yes.
You love to see that.
Yes.
We were big on Tim Patrick markets. And then Mason Crosby over 1.5 field goals is my bonus kicker pick of the night. That is minus 105 there. And Ryan, how interesting that once again, a week where the unders are hammered away in the NFL, but you wouldn't know it from all these primetime games.
Primetime
70 plus.
Primetime overs, baby. That is a thing.
And yet we haven't jumped in yet.
We haven't. I don't like.
The Lions are scaring us.
Bro, okay, never mind. That's a totally different thing. Weren't we supposed to get an NFL 20% boost on every game?
I think it was every day game.
Okay, that makes more sense because I didn't get it on Sunday night. I didn't get it today. I have a $20 free bet because I did the first touchdown protection last night.
Who'd you put on?
Travis Kelce.
That didn't happen.
By the way, I was wrong. You guys were right. I said the Chiefs were going to kill them, and I was wrong.
Great pick, maybe.
Potentially fraudulent.
Great. There's some hope. There's some hope there. There's some hope.
I'm mostly joking.
There's some hope.
I just love that they so they were probably thinking in the right line, right, of saying we got to run this clock down to 0 and kick a field goal because if we give the ball back to them, they're going to kick a field goal. But I just like that they got punished for it, for being conservative.
It's a team that shouldn't be. That's their identity.
They should be trying to score a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're really good at.
Yeah, that's their vibe. You go away from your vibe,
dude,
what makes you
I can't get this bet in fast enough. It's already
trouble.
gone up to 285 since I logged, because as soon as you said it went up to 284, I'm like, I better go in there and bet it.
There you go. So maybe it wasn't so dumb to give that pick out on Friday when I shaved a good 8 yards off for you, huh?
Yeah, but you can't give it out again.
Those were insights that are... Well, Ryan, I did just give out 6 picks, okay?
All right, fine.
So...
Fine.
The math works out to where I gave you makeups.
All right, well, whether you're giving out 6 picks, 43 picks like Zach Castro yesterday, or just 3
Legendary.
like me. I went 1-2 on my Friday picks, 2-1 on my tailgate picks.
That's why you tune into the tailgate.
You can do it all at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Double-fisted number 1, baby.
Double-fisted number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1 in America, number 1 in the world. The DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, you can bet 1 to get $200 in free bets paid out in 8 $25 free bets, which is my favorite part.
Incredible.
Because there's so much you can do with 8 $25 free bets. A couple parlays, a couple futures, Avs to win the cup. Those are the types of things you can sprinkle it around on.
Yeah.
I've got a $20 free bet right now. There's so many options, I don't even know what to do.
I put one Italy volleyball to win the European Championship final yesterday. They did it, by golly.
What was the payout?
They were down a set, so I jumped in live on my drive home, plus 180.
Don't bet and drive, but good job.
Stopped at a light.
Okay, good job. Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet 1, get $200 in free bets, and you can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR when you sign up. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of first deposit bonus and first bet match. Each up to $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Oh, so I went 1-1-1 on my tailgate picks because I had to sell points on the Bears game. I couldn't just taken the 1.5 and taken my win. That turned out to be a push, though they were like murdering them end to end, and then Dalton gets injured and everything.
So, by the way, Friday, Darren Waller over 6.5 receptions. I just assume it hit.
It didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't.
How did they win without giving him the ball?
Insane, man. I know.
Russ over 278.5.
That hit by a mile.
Okay, well, so it comes down to
A-Raj.
A-Raj. So dumb. By the way,
when I get him to buy in,
Devontae Adams also in action tonight.
Oh, Devontae, man, Adams, the best. He's the best. That guy.
Okay. What's our dilemma of the day? What new lines in the NFL? What does that mean?
With new lines.
Oh, with new lines in the NFL futures, comma. What bets have you most intrigued?
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, we should build an SGP, I guess.
Well, I have a $20 free bet.
Oh,
Bro,
okay. SGPs.
I just know someone at DraftKings is saying,
Bad
like, we
news,
should have
man.
brought these SGPs in way sooner because
Obviously.
I'm getting raked over the coals.
That's my problem with the SGP is the manifesto was written to avoid exactly this. Even your all dogs go to heaven. You gave out 3 straight up dogs last week. All 3 hit. Mm-hmm. You gave out 2 of 3 that hit this week. Think if those were all just singles.
Well, I did.
Instead of us messing around with these dumb parlays.
Last week it would have cost us hundreds if they were singles. This week.
But you should always single and then a little sprink on the parlay.
That's what I did. I had a free bet on the parlay. Then I actually did do the sprink. I should have done Raiders. You know what? That's on me.
I would have never guessed the Raiders, though.
I felt the Raiders. I felt it, but I didn't want it. I bet with my heart on that one. Well, I refrained from betting with my heart.
As much as I expected the unexpected, Raiders and Panthers shocked me yesterday.
Yeah. I had Jameis over 1.5 touchdowns. I thought that was a lock.
Yeah, no, insane.
Yeah. Okay. The NFL is an unpredictable beast. That's why we love it. Also, college football. I mean, CSU won. So.
Against. Inexplicable.
I mean, Toledo looked terrible. I didn't see the game the week before, so I don't know what they look like when they're good. But my God, they were awful.
Toledo took Notre Dame to the brink.
Yes.
And they're a good MAC team.
They did not look like one.
MAC football, it's a certain level, certain standard.
They're like dropping passes left and right. And
insane, man.
It's ugly.
At home.
Yes.
Road dogs.
Someone else comment so Zach's not just talking to himself in there? We got an Austin around here. Can we get an Austin to the rescue?
Did we ever see Austin Johnson Sunday?
What do you mean?
He said he was going to come.
Oh, no, you didn't hit us up. Okay. What lines have you intrigued, Dre? You're the one who named this dilemma.
Holy cow, I'm a big Rams guy. I'm a big not CSU. I'm happy they won a game. Rams all of a sudden second shortest odds in the NFC at plus 550. Incredibly enough, they have shorter odds to win the NFC, but the Niners have shorter odds to win the NFC West, which seems like an error we should jump on.
Yep.
And yeah, like the Bucks to do it again, I don't think that's happening.
The Bucks are really good.
They're good. But again, doing it again, it's hard to
it is hard to repeat.
Win conferences.
By the way, a lot of people like dunked on the Rams for how much they paid for Matt Stafford. He looks incredible.
No, he looks incredible. And how much they paid is only affecting them a smidge-a-rooski this year. Where you really feel it is years and years down the line, where you start to feel the weight of 3 first-rounders that didn't come.
They paid 3 firsts?
Yeah,
I thought it was just like 2.
We have some more people in the comments.
Let's go. We got some friends.
Shout out to Zach is what people are just saying.
Everyone loves Zach.
Speaking of, he sent a $5 super chat saying, RK, I'll give you some sprinkle because my all dogs hit with the Raiders.
He read my mind. Because what was my third leg? It got crushed. Oh.
Jets. JTS. Jets.
Zach Wilson is a joke.
He plays for the Jets and doesn't have his starting left tackle.
I know. Yeah, they're terrible. Broncos are 11-point faves. I feel like it's criminally low.
That's the...
I know.
We were doing this with the Jets last year, and then all of a sudden they're like 18.5 with the Chiefs, and...
Well, we knew that wasn't going to hit.
Well, there's an inflection point, though. Where is that? Is it like
I would say it's over 2
half?
touchdowns, yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember we kept saying, hit this now, because eventually they're going to put it over 2 touchdowns, and then they did, and then they started covering.
Then they went overboard, right?
Yes.
And then the Jets rattled off 6 in a row against the spread, something like that.
Okay, so the Broncos beat the Giants by... What was the score of that? Oh, it ended up being 27-13.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so they beat them by 14.
Under me.
They end up beating the Jags by 10, only because of a kick return touchdown. Thanks a lot, Tom McMahon. And so, and both of those games are on the road. They're getting the worst of those 3 teams, in my opinion, at home opener.
Yeah.
17 or more. Put me down.
It is the Broncos.
You mean the 5th longest odds, or 5th shortest odds to win the AFC Broncos?
That is who I mean, and that's the other revelatory thing here in these updated NFL futures.
Also, thank you for the super chat, Zach.
Yeah, thank you. I can't believe the Broncos are now 5th shortest odds in the AFC.
They're also top 10 in like a few power rankings that are out there. Yeah. Bro, they got a quarterback.
Pencil in my rant on the AP right here. Just take that clip from other shows, stick it in there.
You're not prepped for an AP rant today?
No, I'm always prepped for an AP rant, but I won't, because it would also imply that I'm not high on the Broncos. I'm high on the Broncos. I'm not plus 1,000 to win the AFC high on the Broncos.
Well, okay, so here's what's going to happen, though. They're going to crush the Jets, pummel them into a pulp.
Inflection point coming, yes.
And then it's going to get even lower. More. And
yeah, I mean, yeah.
3-0. Yeah. All people will see is 3-0. The AP.
I know.
They're opening up their paper, turning to the last page of the standings, seeing the Broncos in first place at 3-0.
Wow.
And then they're going to play the Ravens. And this is where I think DraftKings and the rest of Vegas is protecting themselves. Because if they beat the Ravens,
then it's
yes. The hype train will be a runaway train.
I couldn't. How hard is that to do? Henry
clearly just didn't understand
I sent him down
What's the sound he made? Like That's better though. That's better. That's a good bit.
I sent him down the wrong path, but it wasn't. It's still his fault.
No doubt.
Like I said in the Slack, I'm willing to accept 40% responsibility.
Like, who do you think wins the NFC? Bucks to repeat could be. Rams, love the Rams. Niners, not interested. You're still a Packer believer? Plus 700 right now, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
picked
bad.
the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know.
I'm regretting that.
Oh, you are?
Well, like I said,
now you have a chance to revisit that take instead of doubling down.
was that Friday on Bets that I said the whole thing about Aaron Rodgers?
Bro, I've been thinking about that all weekend. Yeah, it's so true.
Tonight we learn if it matters for elite quarterbacks
in their late 30s.
Yes. Do they need to spend the offseason practicing, or can they smoke weed and have orgies all offseason?
Okay.
You'll have to forward me the articles about her.
Excuse me.
You haven't seen the official reports from the AP?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Whoa there.
Yeah.
As always. What about this?
It was called like joints, orgies, and late nights on the sea. The Aaron Rodgers offseason story, right? Front page of the Associated Press.
Wow. I guess we missed big news, Andre.
I didn't know they were doing long form with such fun headlines. Maybe I was all wrong about him, honestly. What about this? I know you'll love it because this is your brand. Plus 14 hundo for the cards.
Cards.
Or Saints plus 14 hundo.
I worry about the cards. They did that thing yesterday that they just did all last season.
God, that pissed me off.
Which was just like playing down to their opponents.
Every time I go on a 5-minute rant on like how the Vikings are trash, that always happens.
I know.
God.
The Vikings, we need to realize mediocrity is a thing that exists.
I know. It's hard on a take show.
Yes.
To remind your betting brain that, like, hey, you might feel strongly about this, but there's a middle ground.
We have, like, they're either your guys or they're trash.
It's a tough place to be in.
There is a middle ground. That's where the Vikings live.
It's why we're so good at baseball betting. We don't have strong takes like that. That we've manufactured for 10 years now.
We've literally heard of like 14 players that aren't on the Rockies.
Right, and most of them are Colorado pitchers, and that's just a shtick we do.
Think back to our roots on this show. We were betting on a bunch of people we'd never heard of once.
Literally teams we couldn't tell you where they were on the map. Yeah.
Yes. Not in the city of LG, I'll tell you that.
But it took us a second to figure that out, too. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
What would you think if the NFL did that? Like the KBO?
Name is too much. On the jersey, who cares?
It's so intense.
In the name, it's too
much. The Chipotle Broncos.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Like they have no city pride. Like, I mean, that's like the whole point of the team.
Over there, they don't do it with stadiums. Now, over there, I can't speak on Japan, but across the Atlantic, they don't do that with stadiums in Europe. But then the jerseys are covered in sponsors. Like, here, instead, we're happy to call it MetLife Field, but keep my jersey clean.
Like Folsom Field is like a shrine to me. I'm like, what are you guys doing not giving these naming rights out?
Yeah, 100%.
We're losing out on like 10 milli.
I'm down with all of it until it's me watching like midday boxing on ESPN and they have fake tattoos with sponsors on their bodies. Ooh. That's where I draw the line.
That's good. I think I like that. One more rant. These taunting penalties.
I was confused.
Who does that serve?
Why are we doing that?
The players don't care.
No.
The fans don't care.
Yeah.
Who is mad? The owners?
Why would they care?
Why would anyone care? But like the NFL is like, we just can't have this.
Yeah, but then they can do mass celebrations that are just as tauntful.
You might think that I'm exaggerating here, and I'm really not. I would prefer teams have the opportunity to be awarded 5 yards for a good taunt than I would be taking away 15 yards for them for taunting.
Yeah, no, I mean, me as well. And the other thing is college has to figure out this targeting. No, I'm all for protecting players, but it has to be within the spirit of the. It can't just be any time two helmets collide.
We need to just allow for the refs to make a decision on if there was intent or not.
Yeah,
they're gonna be wrong sometimes, but at least we'll take out the ones where the refs hands are tied. They're like, "Yep, he hit him with the crown of his helmet. He's got to go."
Gotta get back to grading intent. Yeah.
Okay. Any other of these futures that you want to get to?
Hey, who wins the NFC, Ryan?
The Bucks. Who wins the AFC?
Big Ravens guy.
No.
All
Is
in.
that you going all in? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
The West is tough, man. The West is tough. The South has nothing. The North. Iron sharpens iron. Ravens come out of that. They ride it all the way through.
Interesting. Okay. I think we got everything.
We've got it all. Tomorrow, you're here.
I'm here.
My favorite day of the week. Guess the lines with Arcane Steel.
Hell yeah. I won't look ahead.
No spoilers.
We will see you guys then. Shout out to everyone in the comments, especially Zach. He was here first.
And go watch the Broncos show in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And very shortly, we'll be live. DNVR Broncos. DNVR Broncos live. It'll be a good one. Zach, we haven't heard any of his takes yet. Got to hear his takes.
I can't wait.
All right. See you guys.